Y'all know what time it is.
What time is it?
We finna get Zlitty. Nah, we finna get Zmoovey. Okay. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boys. Ring that bell for your boys to stay posted when we post. Follow us on all socials down in the description below. We're gonna jump straight to it, man. Hey, we got Squid Games, every ending, clue, all that good stuff. Spoiler. I'm gonna say it right now. Spoiler. So if you didn't watch Squid Games, you didn't finish it, don't watch this. Don't watch this yet. Come back, okay? We all watched it. If you don't know what Squid Games is, you're honestly living under a damn rock. It's like the #1 thing in the world right now.
Shiesty.
But yeah, man, we're gonna jump straight to the video. Learn some things that we missed. Hidden details, all that good stuff. Let's roll. So before we even start, anything that, like, you want to say before we watch this that was like, you know, like...
The old man made me cry.
I knew he wasn't dead.
The old man made me cry.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Because I felt like when he died. Because I was thinking, because in my mind I was like, dang. Bro really had to he grew a little spot in my heart, bro. No lie. And then I'm like, he acted like he forgot. Well, at first I didn't know he was acting. But I was like, dang, he really forget. Like, that gotta be hard. Like, your morals gotta set in, like, loyalty, or you just trying to survive. Yeah. So, like, I understood where dude came from. But then I was like, damn, like, that's what made it hurt. I'm like, damn, cause I know, like, put myself in that position. But then,
but I knew something was up
when he was like, nigga. I was like, damn.
Yeah. So I have one more marble.
Like,
so what was you saying?
I knew he wasn't dead. Just it couldn't end like that. The fact that he had a tumor in his brain, I felt like that stopped the shooting. Even if he got shot, it probably blocked. I don't know. But then it showed an old man laying down the helmet joint, and it showed gray hair in the back. And I'm like, that's not old head. But I'm like, nah, I'm just tripping. I don't know, because I'm just thinking what's going on. And then when the show after the rose and the card, and it shed.
Well, the part you're talking about happened at the very beginning. Yeah. When he took the mask off and you seen the old hand, that happened at the very. That was the first. I haven't seen that. Yeah, that's the part you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought it was later on, but yeah, just. And then I felt bad for the girl. Dude killed her anyway.
Yeah, she was gonna die anyway.
I was.
Yeah, I think he took her out of misery. When he said that, I felt it. I was like, she wasn't gonna last. Not in that little Squid Game part anyway.
Why didn't they could split the money?
I don't know.
I thought that said 6 people could survive. I thought it said if 6 people wanted, they split it. That's what I thought.
Oh, for real?
That's what I thought. I didn't know.
I don't know. I just know when he killed the girl, I knew he was gonna kill her. Like, when he was acting like he was sleeping, I was like, he about to shank somebody, something crazy. I was like, alright, no, he just gonna be like, yeah! As soon as he dropped that.
Did you expect him to kill himself?
No, that wasn't on my radar. I really knew I was A7 for that, man.
Yeah. Alright, let's roll, man.
Okay, so did you know that the players in Squid Game could have actually seen what games they'd be playing before they even played them? What? Between the matches, the characters were all placed into a room filled with bunk beds.
They was getting rid of you know how they got rid of the beds as people got eliminated? Yeah. When there was the 3 of them left, if you looked on the wall, there was games on the wall. There was people.
I know this seems just like a rest area. If you look at the walls, they're actually filled with significant markings. As the beds get slowly stripped away, it's revealed that these paintings are actually all of the games that the players would be playing throughout the tournament. First is red light, green light. There's also the honeycomb game, tug of war, the glass hopping one, the 3 at the table, and lastly the titular Squid Game. The series itself is filled with clues to the eventual reveals, and this is also the case with the player who's behind the entire thing. It's absolutely mind-blowing, and throughout this video we're going to be breaking it all down, but I just want to give a huge spoiler alert for the series. If you haven't checked it out, then this is your chance to quit playing, but if you want to continue, then I hope you thumbs up the video and also subscribe to the channel. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into Squid Game. Okay, so at the end of Squid Game, we learn that it was Il-Nam all along.
That shit blew my freaking mind, bro. I was like, whoa. Bro, I was like, this nigga was a op the whole time.
I seen the message on the card. It started with a G. Yeah. Because he kept saying that before he died. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he's still alive.
I'm like, bro.
I was so mad because I shed the tear for the nigga. And then when I realized he was alive, I said, You little bastard. I was so mad.
I choked that nigga out right in that bed. Right in that bed, bro.
He was so mad.
Reveals that he invented the games as a form of entertainment for him and his rich buddies who had become bored with life. We learn that he had actually got involved in the one that we see in the show because he was dying and wanted a final bit of fun in his life before it was too late. The ending was absolute.
I think it was going hard in the first game.
No, he knew he wasn't getting shot. He was like,
look, I'm not going to. Maybe I'm tripping. Hear me out. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But I swear, if y'all, like I said, maybe I'm tripping. When they outlined everybody, I swear he had like a lighter outline than everybody or something, bro. Like maybe I'm tripping. When they saying red light, green light,
okay.
And when they scanned everybody, when they showed the old man, I swear his wasn't as thick as everybody.
Okay.
Incredible, and the scene had Ji-hun saying goodbye to the character as he lay on his deathbed.
I wonder how he got his
This last meeting actually reflected their first one, in which he too encountered the character as he sat in a bed. It was a pretty big twist that pulled the rug out from under your feet, but eagle-eyed viewers might have spotted early on that there were several clues pointing towards his true identity. And the first one is that he is number one, the very first player. If we look at the subtext of the series, Ji-hun is the final number, and throughout we watch as he very much works his way to first place, aka Il-nam. In the final episode, he's left as number one. He inherits a large portion of the character's fortune and comes face to face with him in one of the final scenes. One is symbolic on a number of levels, and because it's the first place, it also hints to us that Il-nam is number one and that he's the one controlling everything.
I think that's a reason.
In episode 5, Hwang Jun-ho sneaks through the compound and he eventually finds a storage room with files on all of the games that have happened over the decades. Upon opening the 2021, the first player there is
he wasn't. I ain't think
what?
So when they open the book for, like that holds everybody that's playing the game, it's number 2 first. He's not in the book. I ain't peeped that till he was just talking about that.
Wow.
Oh.
There is no file for number 1 because he doesn't need or want to keep a record for himself. The other players in the game also somewhat hint towards us that something is up with Il-nam, and though it's not too obvious, when you really think about it, he wouldn't be someone that would be selected for the process.
You know what else was a giveaway? I mean, he probably gonna say it. I don't know. Whenever they were all fighting, and he told them to stop or whatever, and the guards came in. That was kind of a giveaway too.
Yeah, I think about that.
Cocoon, live soft.
You slicing.
He was standing on top of that thing.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the Squid Game is roughly the same age,
Did they ever
as
show the
he's
one on the board?
extremely elderly.
What you mean?
The ones who got eliminated on the floor. Did that ever show number 1?
I mean,
I don't think they did.
I don't know. I mean, you can't really.
I could never really see who got eliminated.
You can never really see all of them anyway. That's yeah. It was 450.
He's also dying of a brain tumor, and thus, even if he did win the life-changing money, it wouldn't last that long. Though he gives his reasons as to why he wants it, from what we know about the games and the players that have been selected in the past, they're all roughly between 20 and 40, and he's a complete outlier in all of this. The games themselves are also major giveaways too.
He was the only old one there. Everybody, like you said, everybody was like roughly 20 to 40. He was the only old one there.
Throughout the series we watched, as he said, they were all things that he played as a child.
Now that one, my nigga Ali,
My
nigga Ali.
That was disrespectful.
Bro,
I was thinking, like, what did he think?
How did he? What's the rock still?
I'm mad that no one ever knew.
What?
No one ever knew that he did that to Ali.
Oh,
like he took that shit to his grave.
couple though.
I mean, obviously, but like I thought they was gonna find out somehow or something. Nope, no one ever knew.
Yeah, it was just like, nigga, you lost.
That was crazy. Like, but you respect it?
No,
You don't respect it?
I don't respect it. I mean, I
if you was in that situation, would you have done something like that?
No, but I would have got killed like Ali. Cause of my ass, I mean, I wouldn't have gave him my rocks. That's the. I mean, nigga, this is the same marbles as you. Like, what you talking
First of all, nigga, we finishing this damn game.
That's what I'm saying. Man.
Talking about, oh, this is a team thing.
No, you know,
no,
the one nigga when he was like, all right, I got one last marble. We're gonna flip these things in the hole.
Yeah. No, but the guard said the guard said he had to change it.
For real?
Because he requested a change, which was bullshit too.
Yeah. Like that one, I would like, what the fuck? No.
becomes blatantly obvious that he selected them himself because they're what he knows.
Is that really like
On repeat, it's clear that each of them has something that he not only played as a kid, but they're also things that he's very, very good at. And the first thing they play is red light, green light. Whilst the other players are absolutely terrified by his lights, he gleefully struts about whilst the Terminator's back is turned.
He was too fucking happy,
and even
bro.
stops before it looks back to face the crowd. He knows all of the lyrics to the song that the machine sings, and therefore knows to stop in advance before it ends and turns back around. If we look at the clip of the targeted players, you might also notice something different about him. The one directly to his left and all of the other ones to the side have a slight...
I thought I was tripping. I peeped it.
That's crazy.
I peeped it, but I didn't think too deep into it until at the end when they said it was him.
That's crazy.
I peeped it, but I just never found out. Yeah, bro.
Play that appears over the top of them. If we look at the players to his right, outside of the girl crouching down beside him, this is also the case too. Everyone other than him and this girl.
So she's close to him, so it's not detecting.
And I believe that this machine sees him without the glow because
That
is
crazy.
If this theory is right, then he also has a protective ring around him that stops the machine from firing at people in his vicinity in case it misses, and that's why the girl to his right is also safe too. Immediately after this game, the players decide to cast a vote on whether they should end the tournament or not. He is the one who makes the choice in the end.
Because he's number one.
So they worked it from...
They worked it,
yeah. Okay. I'm not, man.
And cast the deciding vote to end the game.
But they probably did that on purpose.
This subtly shows his power over the entire thing, and I actually think that he carried this out for a specific reason. He wanted to give the players a chance to walk away from it all knowing the stakes, and if they came back, then that would ease his conscience slightly, as the choice was theirs. Now cut to the honeycomb game, and Ilnam ends up choosing the star. Though this seems like a very complex shape, there's not actually any bends in it like the circles or umbrellas.
So as he's going through these games, there's one thing wrong with all this. That nigga could have really died in tug of war.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
He told them how to win that game.
But
that's a technique.
But no, technically
when they said let go, he ain't told him to let go.
He didn't tell him to let go. That was that was Wu Shiesty's idea. So technically, he could have died in tug of war. And I'm thinking of that as they're going through the games, like, oh, he always had an advantage or whatever. But technically, tug of war. If he fell off, it was a wrap.
He couldn't choose who the people was either. It was
and you was chained to the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
he would have died.
What would they have did? What would they have did? Would they just not cut the rope? Like
the second dude would have been in charge. The second dude would have been in charge.
Yeah,
the brother, the dude's brother would have been in charge then.
And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it,
the successor anyway.
Now I'm thinking about it, he probably he let what's his name win the marble game because he wasn't going to be able to compete in the fucking glass hopping shit. Mm-hmm. There was no live or die. It was live or die in that shit.
Yeah.
And no matter, even if he got the last number, nigga, that's what I mean.
He definitely was going to be.
He was going to die.
Whether it exploded or whatever.
Let's show everyone else getting shot around that marble game except for him.
Yeah,
that was the point.
And that's when I was like, something was wrong. But I felt like they was just like, it's just going to be too hard.
Yeah, I felt like it was too graphic.
Right.
Like,
did they show Ali getting shot?
Yeah.
They did? Okay.
Yeah.
Blasted.
But you might think it's easier to have the triangle. The triangle's lines are longer, the stars are shorter, so there's less to go through before you hit the edge.
Bro, because I was just thinking,
bro.
That nigga, in the glass part, he would have got licked. He would have died off rip.
Wait, what part?
On the glass part.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like that's why he let dude finesse him like that. Because it was like, I'm not gonna compete in this next game anyway.
And it kind of makes sense though, because no one knew what the next game was.
He did.
He did. But
that's why he lost. I feel like that's why he let dude win, because he knew he wasn't gonna be able to compete in the next game anyway.
How come the old head didn't go watch the game? With them going across the bridge. Remember he said, "Excuse me." The old head, number one.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be there with the VIP, but he didn't go for some reason.
Because when they gave it away that he was one of the
but no one else knew.
Who?
No one knew.
And us as the viewers, it would have gave it away that he was part of the. Yeah, that's why.
The triangle is a pretty.
And he's not VIP. He's the
But Ilnam didn't exactly have one of the difficult ones either. And next we jump to episode 4, in which a fight breaks out during the night. Throughout, Ilnam hides away from the carnage up on one of the bleachers, and he ends up begging for the fight to stop.
Yep. See?
Stream 85.
Crazy.
Save up to $500 a year with YouTube TV.
That show is crazy, bro.
My thing was, I was just like, how the hell did he get up there? That nigga was slow.
Even though up until this point it seemed like the front man was completely in control, he immediately sends the guards in because Ilnam requests it. Another clue is that his bed is the only one that isn't flipped, and this is because the guards likely know who he is. Next they play a game of tug of war, and because of their players it seems like Ilnam's team are about to be sent to their deaths. However, he is the one who tells them how to win, and because of his guidance, they easily beat the much stronger team.
No, they didn't.
Ilnam had clearly played the game hundreds of times before and knew the best strategy to take. Any team with him was destined to win, and the fact his strategy works definitely proves this.
It didn't, because they were like,
I mean, it worked at first, but it wasn't enough to win. It wasn't until they let that thing go.
They was dead.
They was dead. 100%.
There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
And that's why I'm like, that's where it kind of throws you off, because it's like he really could have died there. Like his life was at risk.
That's one, and this also has a lot of clues in it. Throughout it, it seems like the character is struck by dementia, and he constantly walks around looking for his house. This game not only pulls from his childhood, but the area does too, and unless the Squid Game organisers were psychic, then they'd have no way of knowing what his home looked like. Throughout the episode, everything he says is brushed away as the ramblings of someone with the disease, but knowing what we know, it becomes all the more obvious that he's in control. In the end, he seems to find his home, and personally, I believe that this is a perfect recreation of it. He's giving the game away because throughout the entire season, he's letting us know that all of the challenges and environments are based on things from his life. He lets Ji-hun win, and the character is then seemingly killed off camera, but we know that isn't the case. If we look closely at the gate that Ji-hun has just walked out of, we can see that he's no longer there, and though the rest of the court is filled with bodies, his is completely missing. Now, knowing what we know, a question you may have is why did Ilnam end up leaving the game at this point when he was still invested in playing? Well, the next game is the Deadly Hopscotch one, and this is by far the most unpredictable of the lot. If he didn't end up getting put in last place, then there would be a danger that the person behind him could push him to his death.
Yeah, like somebody would push that nigga. He would have. Facts. Move, old man. That nigga said, I'm not moving. Yo.
There's also the possibility that due to his brain tumour, he may have forgotten along the way which glass to step on, and he simply couldn't risk it. Yeah. Now that is of course a theory, but overall, going back and knowing what we know, I actually think the series becomes better on a second watch. Now obviously I'd love to hear if you spotted any other ones below, and if this is your first time here, then I hope you enjoyed your trip to the Heavy Spoilers show. We are on a...
Dang.
Yeah, that number 2 one got me. I didn't even think about that one. Because I remember seeing number 2, but I just thought he just opened it up to the second page.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't make sense because he was looking for his brother, so he would have to look at number 1.
Yeah. I peeped that, but I didn't think nothing of it until he was just talking about it.
Then
what was his brother missing for?
Wasn't it 2015?
Huh?
Remember when he found his brother? It said 2015 or something like that. Because he found his brother in the Squid Game one, but I want to say it was the year 2015. Smooth.
Nah, because he went to his apartment and looked for him, and he saw the Squid Game shit.
Right, but remember when he snuck into where all the people, like, he was looking for, right. He found his brother's name,
yeah,
and he was a winner.
Probably won back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, he probably won, yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You said when did his brother go missing? That's what I'm saying.
No, he probably was around, but this time he hosted it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like after he won, he hosted it, and dude was like.
But I don't think he was looking for him since 2015.
Oh, he was no, yeah.
That's what. He was
okay.
saying.
I thought you said. Well, I thought you said how long was he missing? That's what I'm saying. Since then.
Yeah, because the mom said a couple of days. He's been out for a few days. Like, you seen him? Wow.
Yeah, man, that show was crazy. That show.
I liked it though.
Yeah, I think if you watch it again, you'll be like, wow, like this is.
There's another one that's like this. It's called Alice in Borderland or something like that. It's hard.
Okay.
Like off rip. Like the first 20 minutes of it.
Netflix.
Boys is dying.
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Alright, y'all. Let us know any other things that he didn't mention, spoilers, all that. Let us know how y'all felt about the show. Definitely finna be a season 2, but I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about a season 2 coming, cause it's like
they're gonna change the game.
I mean, they would have to, but they don't.
Especially because they know where he's at 24/7.
But here's my thing though: Jihan is going. He's not going back to play. He's going back to stop them.
He ain't stopping them.
But that's my point is. That's what I'm saying. My point is, if he goes back, it just wouldn't make sense for him to go back to play again.
So is it confirmed?
No, yeah, it's confirmed. Season 2 is confirmed already.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's already confirmed.
Dang.
Oh.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm like. Oh,
this should be interesting. We're gonna have to really pay attention to this one.
I mean, but what is there to?
I don't know.
Like he's gonna have to be like the dude I was looking for, his brother. Like he's gonna have to grab his Squid Game dude. If you could be a guard, what would you be?
Triangle.
You said you'd be trying.
No.
I'd be
Square.
I'd definitely be Square.
Square's like he's like a manager for real.
Yeah, exactly. Or triangle, you get to shoot people.
Circle is just
like
no,
you just
it's
straight
X.
all day.
I don't know.
X was the lackey.
Yeah.
Or no, circle was the lackey.
I don't know what that would be.
I'm being
I guess square.
Square. The dude is cool. And niggas can't say nothing to you. You just talk all day. Well, do that. Do that. Triangle. Oh, he moved. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, that shit. Hey, man. Like we said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead. Hit that subscribe button for your boys. Ring that bell for your boys to stay posted when we post. Follow us on all socials down in the description below. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching.
Until next time.
Next video.
It's your boys, Zmoovey.
We out.